I am absolutely happy with my life, the way it is right now, my projection, where I plan to be, but I make sure to never stay 100% comfortable where I'm at. I always keep a slight bit of discomfort, and I believe you should too. Now, I'm here to tell you why.
Put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
All right, so first things first, I am happy with my life. I absolutely am. But I always keep a little bit of discomfort because I find when you're not completely comfortable with where you're at, you kind of make an effort to change things, move on, or make things better. So, for those who are watching this again, this is a recast. I kind of went ahead and recorded this just to make the just to make sure the sound was working this time, because apparently Samsung did do an update, and it unfortunately one of the side effects of the update is every now and then, randomly, it rejects my headset. So it just out of the blue just straight up rejects my headset's volume and everything. So the reason why I fabricate sometimes is similar to what Jordan does. So if you've watched The Last Dance, or if you can actually YouTube some videos too about what Jordan does. And one of the things he does to add an extra driving factor, which drive is one of the things that I talked about in a prior crossover. You know, you have your purpose, but there tends to be something that drives you or kind of fuels you along your journey. It gives you a little extra oomph. So one of the things he does is a mental drive. So mentally, he fabricated. And this is Jordan in the Last Dance. They talk about on numerous occasions where he would fabricate this narrative like a coach or somebody talked about him when they really didn't, and it would make him want to prove them wrong in his mind. Because, like I said, he fabricated it. It wasn't true, but he made it true in his mind. Therefore, it made him play better, or made it it made higher stakes for him when he was playing. It gave him a little more oomph to his game in certain situations. And I do the same thing, similar. I don't technically fabricate anything like what he did, but it's kind of natural where it's like I just want more. Like I'm completely fine where I'm at, but I want more. Like I detailed out the type of car I want, the type of house I want. I'm gonna eventually get it, but I want to try to get it sooner, and if I can, add a little bit more here and there. Because what I want might change along the way. Now, what I need, I'm gonna get that regardless. But what I want, what I add to the house, the type of car or cars I get or accumulate or keep, that will change as time goes on because my taste might change. My taste today might be different when I reach my mid 30s or late 30s or early 40s. Things change. But I'm gonna make an effort to always be in a position of where I can affect my outcome. I can influence my surroundings and the people around me. And the people that know, they know what I'm talking about. I'm talking essentially about power. Not to control people, in a way to like a dictator or something like that, which control isn't too bad, but to control what I what I'm capable of. So in a way, I stay in a state of discomfort to where I'm always seeking to get to that point in my life. And if you think about a building, and that building has different levels, you do a certain amount to get to that next level. Like if you're playing a game or something like Mario's levels or whatever. I think there is a Mario game where there's different tower levels and you have to also Zelda, I think, where you do stuff to get to the next level and stuff like that. Devil May Cry as well. Well, actually, it's in a lot of games. But you do something to get to the next level, and then you have to continue to push yourself forward. You might get knocked back, but willingly you shouldn't fall backwards. You might get knocked back to a prior level. You know, you're on level 3 or 4, and you might get knocked back. Something might happen. You get knocked down to level 4 or 3 again. Level 2 or 1 again, but you're always climbing those steps to get to the next level. There's going to be obstacles. And on each level, you can get as comfortable as you want on that level. You know, you can do more to get to the next level, or you can stay where you're at. It's completely fine to stay where you're at. Well, if you look at the graphic, all this stuff around me I kind of put there to make sure I don't stay where I'm at. I'm not going to stay on that level if I got bombs hanging over my head. I got a fuse. I got a fire under my seat. I could put it out with that extinguisher, but I think that lurking tiger in the background might get to me before that happens. So I'm looking to get to the next level and avoid all these obstacles that are making me uncomfortable here, because there's no way you can be comfortable with all this around me. Now, I don't fabricate somebody disliking me like Jordan does, but I do in a way when it comes to my life. I fabricate not a tiger, but say, I think my car could be better, or it'll be more comfortable to get that next level trim or something of that nature. You know, so I kind of create like a little mental goal for myself. Although I'm good where I'm at, I could, you know, it would be nice to do better. I could see how it could benefit me and my family. It'll accelerate the process. You know, it might take me less time to get to where I want to be. Therefore, I'll do it. So I create that. Well, to be honest, sometimes I don't even have to create the discomfort. It's kind of just natural in me. If I'm just being honest, like sometimes, like most of the time, it's just I'm just not like I'm happy, but like I'm just not comfortable where I'm at. Even though I know that I'm good where I'm at, it's like I want more. And that's just me personally. Some people they have to create that discomfort, you know, because sometimes you might reach a point in your life like you might be making 100,000 a year, and you actually like things change. And I've been there. I was like 25. I was making over 10 grand a month. I was in complete solace. I was like, Jesus, like I have no worries in the world. All my bills was paid, all that. But there was always that thing in the back of my mind, like I could do more. Like I can get more. You know, don't get too comfortable where I'm at. Now I will say this: when I talk about discomfort, it kind of being natural for me, it's a healthy discomfort. So it's not like, you know, depression or something like that. Like no, I'm not depressed or I'm not unhappy with where I am. I am. I could stay here, but the thing is, that's not my goal. That's not my intention. This is just one floor in my plan. I plan on getting to level like 30 or 40. I'm only at level 4 right now. You know, I got a ways to go. And even then when I get my DB7, my RS7, and my big house, and I'm comfortable, I might get to that level 30 or 40, and then I'll be like, you know what? If I got to level 30, I should try to get to level 40. And when I get to 40, I might be like, if I got to 40, I wonder what it's like on level 50. And I'm always pushing myself to that next level. Now, if you need help, I'll see if I can put a link in the description. Like if that's not you and it's not safe and you're kind of feeling depressed, I'll put a link to the hotline in the description, because your mental health is important. You should seek counsel, because my level of discomfort isn't based off my happiness or anything like that. It's just based off of me driving myself to do better, despite being happy where I'm at. So make sure, you know, if you do need the help, if you need the mental help, I'm going to put a link in the description. Go get the help you need. And also, if you want to donate to the channel, because everything goes right back into the channel. I'm looking to do some skits and everything. Like I want to do I want to kind of progress the evolution of this channel. I'm finding I'm learning quite a bit being in the spaces, learning what I'm learning, and I'm sharing what I'm learning. And one good way of learning things is actually like, well, I don't want to think of myself as a teacher, but in a way, there is someone out there who's probably watching this that I am teaching. And a good way of knowing whether or not, like, to properly learn something or a concept is actually to teach it to someone else. It was one of the things I actually did when I was back in school. It was actually a very effective tactic. It's actually a well-known tactic where you get a student, teach them something, and then you have them teach it to another student. And along the process, of course, they have all the instructions and everything, but along the process of them teaching that other student, they learn they learn it better themselves. So that's kind of how I see this YouTube channel, where it's like I'm sharing what I learned. I'm also talking to another young black man out there who might have been in my predicament, 10 years ago. You're fresh in college, you're looking for a purpose in life, you're not aware of it, because there's different hurdles that we have to go through in life. And I'm kind of just there to like be that helping factor that I wish I had. Because I done been to college, now I'm in a blue collar life. But if you do want to donate so I can push out more stuff, there you go. Well, that's the end of this broadcast. But if you do that, the same thing I do, the same thing, a similar thing to what Jordan does, because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when I was playing football, I would get a kid's number and I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna show you up. So I get it in sports, but like in the real world, you might have that one employee that or associate you're working with. You guys are completely cool and buds, but that competitive nature of men, you kind of you might fabricate in your mind like, oh yeah, I'm gonna outdo you this quarter, or I'm a outperform you, just to make yourself better. And if you've had one of those situations, please share it in the comments below. Share it in the comments below. And let us know how it turned out for you. Is it in process? Did you do it way back then, or do you plan on doing it? Or do you plan on utilizing this to help mentally drive yourself to complete some of those goals? So I hope I helped someone out there. Till next time. お前はもう死んでいる。